What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel. We're online at www.whatsupinthesky.com, and you are looking at a Spirit Rover picture. This is one that's been out on the internet. I forget where I found this from. It's a washed out picture. See how the sun's washing it out, but it's very interesting. It's kind of got the rovers checking out this little, what seems to be washed out. I mean, that's all I can say is washed out little area here. It's got some interesting stuff around it, and it also has some interesting symmetry in these. Not only here, this rectangle looking rock here, as well as back here, and this long one right here. But this is the fisheye lens, this camera, so it's kind of got that little rounded shape to it. This right here, let me see, I got something locked here. See that? It's like a perfect horseshoe, and it's like in the ground. It almost looks like a mailbox. It almost looks just like a mailbox, and it's got something on top of it. It looks like that attached to something along those lines. It's buried pretty good. So what I think we'll do is let me show you where I got it from, so you can get a copy of it yourself. And there's a couple shots of this picture out there. So if you play around on this website, let me show you where I got it from. If you come here and bam, right here, 2174 from the front has cam. You're going to get a couple like this. There's one that has the Rover arm in it. You can see it's really interesting in looking around here. The Rover arm looked like it was interested in this stuff right around here, which so am I, if we come back and look at it. So let's take a quick look at it here, see if we can't clean this up and bring these anomalies out just a tad bit more than they are, and see how I'm trying to combat that fisheye lens thing here a little bit. Let me do this. Let me go ahead and see if we can't get the image. They come in 72. I've got a big screen, so all I'm going to do is just make it a little bit bigger for my screen. That does pretty much nothing except for make it bigger on my screen and make it a bigger file to work with. Now there's some interesting things on here. Okay, we know it's locked. We don't need it. We don't really care. We don't care. Um, we've got this here. Looks to be some sort of weird claw or some sort of maybe a tool. Actually looks like an X-Acto knife that we have here on Earth. But this one right here, along with that rock, but this one right here is really the one I'm interested in, and which looks to see, I mean, pretty spot on symmetry there. I mean, you can't really miss that. It looks like it's got the horseshoe and it goes down in, and you can tell it's got the sand buildup around it. Because, I mean, look at the sand buildup around here. It almost looks like water had rushed in here at one point and pretty much made this out. And I mean, it looks kind of fresh too, if you ask me. I mean, it looks like it was recent, but that's all speculation. Up here in the sun washout, you get something that I've seen this online where they call it a UFO. I've noticed that the rover's pictures, whenever there's the sun washes stuff out like that, you get these. I don't think that's a UFO. You might think otherwise. So if you want to, say that, no, you've got research or something saying otherwise, let me know below. Otherwise, let's see if we can't spin this around and take a look at this box right here, as well as this here, and see if we can't get the colors changed a little bit. Hold on. All right, here we go. Let me do image adjustments. Let's get the exposure played with here a little bit. Give it a little gamma. See what we come up with. Ooh, that got dark quick. When they're washed out like this, they're kind of weird to mess with. This might help a little bit. I really want to pull it to where I can just see. It gives you really good depth. See how you can tell it's almost looks smooth as can be, except for up here, whatever's on top of it. See how, because the light just shines right off of it. And the material, the white material is there in the middle of it, which is cool to me because it's like it's almost two different type of metals or something, whatever this is. I wonder what the offset will do here. It just brings me down. You can tell my voice. I've put up a video in a couple of days. I haven't been feeling all that great. Had like a sore throat type deal. So this is the first day I've actually gotten a chance to get on here, and I've got so many to do. I apologize. Everybody who's sending me stuff, looking for videos for me to make, keep sending me stuff. I will get around to them. If anything, we are making a database, a huge one, and I promise I will get to it ASAP. There's a couple of the ones I found like this, that I want to get out, and some other things I want to do, but this, let's see if we can't pull this in like that. Let's make it a little bit bigger on the screen. See what you guys think. All right, here we go. I don't need that. I've got my trackpad. So even when you get this close to it, it still seems pretty perfect in the actual layout of it. And now it seems to be connected to something, like almost like it would be that would be the bottom of it, and maybe this goes to the top. Who really knows what's buried under there? The rest of it. I mean, it almost looks like the back. If this wasn't so small, it could be like the back of a school bus. Almost, it's got that shape. Here in America, our school buses, it's probably like that everywhere. But I'm sure you've seen one of our big yellow ones on a movie or something if you're not from the United States. Um, but the fisheye lens kind of distorts stuff a little bit, but at least when there's small anomalies like this, it doesn't distort it too bad. And over here seemed to have another, like I said, this block here seemed to be pretty squared off. And it looked like, it ran along here, like it was actual pretty long rectangular block. Uh, we're not going to keep you too long on this one. This one's going to be a pretty quick one. And I'm sure you can find some other stuff here as well once you go digging through it. As always, if you look below in the description, I'm going to put a link there. Um, this here was just, it caught my mind too. I don't know, they call it the X-Acto knife, whatever. It just looks like something, maybe some sort of fossilized, just sitting in there with a rock. I don't know what to think about that. Could just be part of the rock. Like I said, I see what I see. You see what you see. When I do this, there's not much science to what I'm doing here. Mostly what I'm doing is just looking at these pictures and saying, okay, I equate this to this looks like this. For all the haters that come to the channel and want to say, oh, this is no science and stuff like that. I never claimed it to be science. Never claimed it to be anything other than what it is. And if you say otherwise, you have not been watching. So let's see here. Let me do something. Let me just see if we can bump this up, the contrast, and just give it some more brightness so we can look over here at what's going on in this dark area. Uh, I was kind of just looking at these little areas that kind of look like spheres. Let me see the contrast a little bit. All right, let's play with that now. Up here was another one I'd seen earlier. I wonder if I'm going to be able to find it now. Probably not. I should have marked this stuff off before I did it. Usually I do with some of the videos. Look how these rocks are, how they've got the little perfect circles in them. And these almost look like we're definitely underwater or something at one time. Just the way that they looked, especially just this area right here, the way this looks. Just right here. I mean, I don't know what I mean, that's kind of out there in the middle of nowhere, the cropping. So let's turn this a little bit more and see. Now this is kind of, basically if I was taking this area right here with the fisheye lens, and if I just took this out, I would say this would be flat across, without all the other parts curving over here. Let me get in and zoom a little bit more. Just so you guys can come, let me know what you guys think below. It's What's Up in the Sky 37. It's got some triangle stuff here. What really interests me is this anomaly right here. What in the world is that? See how it's also got these, it looks like part of what's buried, they come together, kind of like wires or something along those lines. And then right here you have another perfectly straight one, just very, very symmetrical with this whole with this whole area here. More of these little circles up on this one. Let me make this as big as possible. And see, that's what's neat to me. Like I said, what's neat about it, see how it's got the lighter material on the inside, like it's made out of two materials. So, What's Up in the Sky 37, guys. I'm gonna get off here. Like I said, I haven't been feeling all that great. My throat's crazy and all that stuff. So I wanted to make a video this weekend. I'm gonna do some space news. There's some good stuff going on out there. Maven on its way to Mars. We've got China sending its probe to the moon, and we've got India sending its orbiter out to Mars. I mean, it's a wonderful time to be looking into space, and hopefully we get some pictures soon. So much love, guys. Take it easy. Have a wonderful day, night, whatever you're watching this. Peace.